The Dreaming. Masks, Hedgehogs. Central Park, New York City. Tess the beastie, what didn't Paul fashion, yes, but all dressed up in elfskins. Then it's a poor masquerade. Your antlers are showing so hard. Aye, and would you like your turn now upon my rare goblin? We answer to the same Lord, whether you be elf or hard or both at once. You have the smell of unseelie upon you. You have the curse. You cannot hide yourself from me, no matter which face you wear. You may wish your soul were not as foul as mine, but do not forget your place. Ah! So, did you see that coming, Oracle? I'm thinking your vision will be less clear with only 2 eyes. Very good, Fleta. Now deal with this traitor, Hankerson. Ugh. If ye even thought, Redcap, I'll slice away more than this vile toad's black hand. I am wary of your presumptions, Goblin. I am the nemesis of the Chlorican, Duke of the Yarrow and the Flay, Variant captain and envoy of the Court of Sealy. I was born from a looking-glass in the palace of the King of Dreams. Sure, I am my brother's dark reflection, and I must some day be his doom. I can never truly be of Oberon's realm, but I am nothing of your Lord Finvera. I am not unseelie. Shall I take that as an apology, Sir Toad? Ah, well, if that's the way you want it, Redcap. Put him down. Get off me, you oaf, or we'll pick me teeth with your bones. You will pick your slimy entrails from the dirt. Now got the horned bastard, Kangasorn. More like the other way around, you mean. What say we then? Maybe a one notice. There now. This night you can dye your cap in your own foul blood, Goblin. This is not over, Rogue. You will pay when I have the stone. I'd scarce think that one so wretched as ye would be in such a hurry to meet its maker, but I will oblige. Oh, damn. And the world rolls oil smooth in its ancient tracks, rolls to face the summer day as the horrors of the night scuttle for shadows in fleeting pools of gloom. The dark things that have always covered their tracks. They have no place in the sun or the day-safe minds of men. Jesus, that's a stinker. Yeah, but what the hell is it? None of my business, Rorschach. That's exactly what this sicko voodoo bullshit is. None of my goddamn business. Yeah, but Christ. Listen to me, man. Whatever it is, or was, whatever happened or here last night, you don't want to know. Trust me, man. Just be glad it wasn't you on that bicycle. St. Mark's Place and 2nd Avenue. In her dreams, Nuala was back in the library, and Lucien was trying to explain about Matthew. There was nothing I could do, the librarian said, and she put her arm around him. Outside, the morning is alive. Gritty Manhattan blare and rumble, taxi horns and a jackhammer, and someone screaming about the end of the world. Only a dream, she thinks, but she isn't sure if she means Lucian or the cacophony of men and machines down the street. And then she remembers that she's agreed to go to the dance with Victor on Friday night. Agreed because she felt badly about yelling at him. A rave, she thinks. Not a dance, a rave. She recalls the last dance she attended in Ferry. Sure, she thinks, that was a rave, wasn't it? The day the puck came back. The day the chlorocan hit her inside a glamour because she would not wear her own, masked her sister to save her from Titania's ire. Aye, that was a proper Ferry rave. That little elfing. Is she invited to the Queen's revels? Surely not. Close yourself, Nala. Immediately. You felt comfortable? And if you do not choose to see that what we are, we chose to be, it's hard. Brother, will you give me back my face? Stop it, torturing yourself with sour old memories. I am still Faye, glamour or no, and I will be fair for Victor. I am still Faye. The Court of Unseelie, Fairy. A wild heart chased my high seer and his company from my lands. A stag that then became an antlered elf and followed the Zero the Fairy. And killed my brother, sire. And the hedgehog told you this? Yes, sire, a hedgehog named Haircissel. My brother is dead, sire, killed in your service. I demand that you allow me to settle this blood debt at... You do not demand anything, little boggart. You will watch your tongue, or it will be one less thing attached to your loath-ridden hide. Your brother was a simpering trench weasel, but he was the simpering trench weasel in my service, so the debt will be paid. By your black grace, Lord, I ask only that I be allowed to seek out the Fashions murderer myself as your instrument of retribution. Do not mock me, Lob. I hear the contempt between your words. I meant no offense, sire. You are as poor a liar as you are a fine and cold-hearted killer. You may find this stag and avenge your brother's death, but you must also join the company in their hunt for the stone. Nothing must prevent the stone's return. Do you understand me, Lob? Aye, sire, that I do. Hello, Nuala. Chlorocan? In the flesh? What's this? Aren't you happy to see me? No, I am very happy to see you. You startled me, that's all. Of course I'm happy to see you, brother. Well, then I'd be loath to see the face you'd make if I were not welcome. How did you find me? Easy as ever. You'd please. There's a jay in the park who is absolutely smitten with you. Did you know that? So a little bird told me. Oh, I see. I must confess, though, it has taken more than a longing to see my dear sister again to drag me into this dreary world. What? Are you in trouble, Chlorocan? Are you looking for a place to hide? A place to hide? You wound me. When was I ever one to hide from my foes all the more unfortunate consequences of my indiscretions? I can recall a time or two. No, Norla, you are the one in danger, and a grave danger. Already there are agents of the Unseelie Court in this very city, sent here by old Finvar himself to track you down. What are you talking about? You're drunk, aren't you? Aye, when were you ever sober? Well, I am painfully sober now. Dry as a hack's nether regions. But that isn't such a bad idea. A bottle.
No, that you mention it.
Cluracan, please.
There's serious business to discuss, sister. Dark and terrible business. And I'm thinking I'd prefer not to speak of it on the street in broad daylight, nor with too clear a head. I'll be inside.
Damn.
Hey, Vic. Hey, man. What's up with you two? You know, Holmes. Same old shit. Up to no good. You guys got that space and all, huh? Friday night? Yep. This one's gonna be wicked. Sweet. Yeah? Well, what's this we've been hearing about you and some hot mick bitch called Nuala or some shit like that? Look, man, her name's pronounced Nuala, okay? And don't call her a bitch or mick. She's nice. Hey, ease. Chill, alright? Nuala. Whatever. You know I didn't mean no disrespect. I'm just telling you what I heard. Man, did anybody ever tell you guys you're white? You come on, Wick. Don't get pissed. We just be messing with you a little, that's all. Yeah, word up.
Yeah, word up.
Bernie, man, you've gotta lay off the Snoop Dogg. Some home's gonna find out you're from fucking Wisconsin and kick your dumb punk ass back to Green Bay. Oh, but it's true about this Nuala chick, right? Joy said he scooped her last week and she was fine. Yeah? What else did Joy say? Said he didn't know what a dope bitch like that wanted was a scrawny little faggot like you, Wick. Hey, Bernie, we shut fuck up? Vic, man, this all. He just, said she was, says she looked fine, and she's really going with you? Word.
And that's the last time I saw it, in the library of Lord Shaper, lying on a book on a window ledge. So I don't have the pendant anymore, Cluracan. I haven't seen it since 12th night.
Well, that sheds a different light on the problem, so it does. But how do we convince these unseelie rabble? 'Tis not likely they'll take your word for a thing like this.
I have missed you, Cluracan.
Sure, and your brother's missed you too. But you're trying to change the subject on me. I shouldn't have to tell you what perilous costumers Finn Verislot can be.
Then why not take me home, Cluracan? Take me back to Fairy. Surely they'll not risk Oberon's wrath to hunt for me there.
But I'd heard you were happy on Earth, sister. You told me yourself you wanted nothing more of... Now, how'd you put it? Ah, yes, I am done with you. Done with Fairy, this night and every night. Were those not your exact words?
Yes, that's what I said. But things change.
Aye, sister, that they do.
I have tried to be something that I am not. I have tried to be a human woman because I blamed Fairy for all my heart's unease. I even blamed my lady Titania for Lord Shaper's death. And you too, Cluracan. For had she not sent me with you to him, and had you not then made a gift of me? But I am sick to death of blame, and this guilt that clings to me like a changeling's call. And now, to be hunted like a hare, I'm done with this masquerade, brother. Take me back to Fairy, now.
If it were only so simple. Do not think I have done anything less the moment I found you standing there in the ridiculous hat, but...
But what, Cluracan?
There are complications.
Complications? What manner of complications?
When you took your leave of Fairy, you struck deep at Titania's pride, and the things you said at the Dream King's banquet, how you were done with Fairy forever, perhaps it was meant only for me, but she heard that too. And you are not the only one who believes you played a part in the death of Lord Morpheus.
Then what? Am I banished?
Let us just say you are not currently in Our Lady's favour.
I knew she was angry. Sure, I told Lucian as much myself, only yesterday. But banished?
I did not use that word precisely.
Oh, brother, I have made an awful mess of things again.
There is still no official comment from police on the bizarre and grisly scene that greeted joggers in Central Park early this morning. Hey, Marty, turn that thing up. I don't have anything but bad news. Shh, I want to hear this. Found what one eyewitness described as a charred and severed head of a monster not far from the Delacorte Cieda. Monsters now. Enough to make you want to move to frickin' Jersey. Marty, will you just listen? Did you hear that, Nuala? A monster, indeed. Was one of Finvar's red cap guards, it was. I cut off the bastard's head myself, and left his corpse to stew in the sun. And you know there will be no shortage of others sent to take his place. In a few hours the sun will be going down. We have much to do before then.
What can we do? Just the two of us against the unseelie host, but run.
We have other options, sister. Trust me.
Fairy, the Court of Seelie. So, you can see, Cluracan, while you were courting beautiful maidens in Lena, your lord was imprisoned and Fairy itself almost fell. Now, the Twilight Stone has passed from Fairy, for good or ill. It chose to bond with a human girl. I thought that would be the end of it, but these new tidings from the border—
Tidings, my lady?
The Unseelie have their spies in my court, Cluracan, and this affair has not escaped Finvar's attention. He thinks we are weak, and that perhaps his chance has come to settle out grievances.
Well, if it's war those wretched misbegotten fiends are after, then my lady can be certain that brave Cluracan's blade is always thirsty for the blood of ogres and— Cluracan, listen.
It is precisely war that I hope to avoid.
Ah, well then, who else might I serve your majesty?
Do not look relieved just yet, Cluracan. It is not Unseelie that troubles me. There is another stone, Cluracan. Ages ago, the essence of Fairy, its very heart, was locked away in a single sapphire. The dwarfs beneath the glass mountains forged it for old Huon, before the wars that divided the court. And ages later, in another war, a shard of the gem was split from the whole, when a great sorceress sought to destroy the kingdom. Sundered, the stones became twilight, and dawn shawlless and brickhead. Much later, the dawn shard was removed from Fairy. It had fallen into Finvar's hands, and he sought to turn it against the Seelie. But when Morgan betrayed him, she carried the stone with her from Avalon, and it was lost in the world of men. I have heard it was hidden with a human witch who has scouted it since.
My lady, I have heard this tale, and you believe that Finvara has the Dawn Shard?
If we are lucky, Cluracan, I believe only that he is close to having it. Your sister had a pendant.
Oh, my sister? I may remember a bauble, something small and plain, not the least bit magical, that she kept draped about her throat. Maybe.
Lying to protect the Lady Nuala is becoming another of your weaknesses, Cluracan. Your sister has worn this bauble since her time in the Dream King's realm. While there, it was given to her by one of the Lord Shaper's paramours. I do not know this woman's name, nor even if she is named. But it was she, I do not doubt, that received the Dawn Gem from Morgan at the gates of Avalon. She is a witch, Cluracan, who has used your sister to carry her burden. Even now, envoys from the Unseelie court are tracking Nuala.
My lady, but I saw this gem.
I haven't time to argue it with you.
If I had but recognized the damned thing, I would not have allowed her to leave Fairy so freely. And would ye have been less quick to exile her as well? Do not forget yourself, Cluracan. This is still Fairy, and I am still your queen. And you have not heard everything. I have not even asked about your nemesis, dear Cluracan. How is it that you have neglected ever to mention that you have raised the wild heart? Well, now that... Never mind. Finvar is not the only one with spies. Hair Cecil.
I am here, your majesty.
This pixie has recently returned from the edge of Finvar's lands. He has been there in the guise of a hedgehog. And he spoke with your nemesis. Isn't that true, Hair Cecil? It is also true that the wild heart, disguised as you, Cluracan, has left Fairy and travelled to Earth to find your sister. It would seem to be his intention to protect her from the unseelie envoys. But perhaps he has other plans. There are lies within lies here, Cluracan. Bring me the Lady Nuala and the Dawn Shard. I will find far less pleasant tasks for you than bedding pretty ladies. Yes, your majesty. And Cluracan, do try not to get yourself killed. Yes, my lady. The Turtle Pond, Central Park. I think I found Lop. You can climb out from your bath now, Sir Oracle. The big bad sun's gone away.
Time to go to work, froggy boy.